Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide Anindya Banerjee. कल US economic data was quite poor. पहले industrial production numbers, उसके बाद two surveys of manufacturing sector, तीसरा retail sales. So all these data were pointing that the US economy is slowing down क्योंकि they were contractionary. सिर्फ jobless claims were better than expected, but this is something we have to understand. That Fed has been talking a lot about the strong job market in America, and that's the reason why Fed should stay hawkish for a long period of time. But various high frequency indicators are pointing कि जिस हिसाब से US housing market में slow down हो रहा है and other parts of the economy as well, and there is slowdown around the world, उसका impact US job market में will happen with a lag. So possibly over the next 6 to 9 months, we could see a dramatic slowdown in the hiring pace in America and also in the wage growth. So that is the reason probably dollar index is unable to rally. ये Fed का जो इतना hawkishness है और परसों जो hawkishness था, in spite of that we did not see any rally in the dollar index. That is because जो अगर money market के situation को देखे, bond market का situation, this is what they are betting on, that the US economy will slow down dramatically, could head into a recession next year. That's the reason why Fed won't be able to stay so hawkish. So they are basically saying the Fed is wrong. Now we have to see who turns out to be right, but historically the market has been right when it comes to Fed versus the market at inflection points. Now coming back to USDINR. USDINR में जो price action हो रहा है, that is very interesting. क्योंकि generally USDINR follows the path laid out by other currencies. मतलब एक not necessarily the intensity of the move, but at least the trend जो है, it is according to dollar index or according to USD against other Asian currencies ऐसे. So overall एक trend जो होता है currency market में, उसको generally USDINR follow करता है. There have been n number of instances in the past जहाँ पे divergence हुआ है between these markets, but they have corrected quickly. They have solved quite quickly. But ये time जो divergence है last 10-12 दिन से, this is persistent. And these are times when the market is clearly saying that looking at USDINR through intermarket prism, मतलब जो other currencies के साथ connection है, that is not right. It is a wrong approach. At least as of now, that is what the market is conveying. अगर हम लोग सिर्फ technical analysis पे focus करें, there is a price action analysis of USDINR and ignore the intermarket signals. Try and ignore the macro, because macro, we all know currently there are no triggers, but there are enough indicators that next year we could see a major slowdown in the global economy. Some countries may even face deep recessions. That is a risk. So macros को अगर फिलहाल के लिए साइड में रख दे और इंटर मार्केट को भी एक बार इग्नोर करे और सिर्फ फोकस करे कि प्राइस एक्शन क्या है USDINR में, that is pretty clear कि it is forming higher highs and higher lows. जब कोई मार्केट higher high और higher low फॉर्म करता है, it is a clear sign of a uptrend. So if you just look at that, उसके हिसाब से 8240 जो immediate एक लो बना था 2 दिन पहले, 8240 के ऊपर जब तक स्पॉट है, जो bullish momentum है, that is intact. मतलब people will try to buy on dips with a stop below 8240. और अगर ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चरली देखिए 8210 के नीचे 820810 स्पॉट में, इसके नीचे द होल ट्रेंड रिवर्सेस एंड देन वी कुड सी बेरिश प्राइस एक्शन और द बेयर्स इन कंट्रोल. सो मतलब अभी का क्या है कि 8240 के ऊपर जब तक है, इट डजंट मेक सेंस टू बी शॉर्ट. नाउ इट इज राइट दैट इंट्राडे के हिसाब से 82 85 82 90, क्योंकि क्लोजर टू 83 इट इज गेटिंग स्टक. अभी 83 तक वो जा नहीं पाया. 82 कभी 75 तो कभी 82 80, ये सब लेवल में स्पॉट इज गेटिंग स्टक, बट इट इज ग्रेजुअली ट्राइंग टू पुश इट हायर. बट 83 से 83 क्वार्टर, दिस जोन इज गोइंग टू बी अ मेजर रेजिस्टेंस, क्योंकि यहाँ पे प्रीवियस ऑल टाइम हाइज है. तो इसके लिए दिस क्लस्टर 83 से 83 क्वार्टर, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ रेजिस्टेंस. सो इंट्राडे में कभी भी इसके आसपास अगर स्पाइक करके आता है, तो देन सेलिंग विद अ स्मॉल स्टॉप मेक सेंस, बिकॉज दैट्स अ इंट्राडे ट्रेड. ठीक है, सो यू हैव टू कीप दैट असाइड कि इंट्राडे में दैट काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रेड मेक सेंस. बट अगर आप पोजिशनल ट्रेड्स कर रहे हो, तो जब तक 8240 के ऊपर है, तब तक it doesn't make sense to be short. I think that is a change in our view, because we are trying to now use a tool which is in sync with actually what is happening in the market, because intermarket is not working, macro is not offering much guidance. And when the market is saying existing frame of analysis is wrong, the job is simple, that we have to be in sync with the market. That's the only way we can make money. So what is the view? I'll just summarize. 8240 के ऊपर जब तक है, पोजिशनल ट्रेड हैज टू बी लॉन्ग. और इंट्राडे में भी किसी भी दिन अगर 8250 के आसपास स्पॉट आता है, and you can even go long because your stop loss is below 8240. Similarly, intraday में अगर आप scalping कर रहे हो तो एक spike मारा 8290, 83, तो then you can look to short just for intraday, not positional. Positional में it is still forming higher highs and higher lows जब तक ये structure intact है and continue to move higher. Now ये directional bet का बात हुआ. Now how to trade through options. Now क्योंकि ये अभी तक breakout नहीं दिया है, तो वी हैव टू अज्यूम दैट शायद 83 क्वार्टर का जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो होल्ड आउट कर जाए एटलीस्ट फॉर दिस मंथ, बिकॉज डिसम्बर जनरली इज अ क्वाइटर मंथ, एटलीस्ट द सेकेंड हाफ. देयर हैव बीन सम मंथ्स व्हेन सम ईयर्स व्हेन जब दिसंबर सेकेंड हाफ में बड़ा मूव देखने को मिला है, जैसे 2021 में था, लास्ट ईयर या 2017 में था, बट जनरली इट इज क्वाइटर. अगर वो है, अगर 83 क्वार्टर अपर कैप है और नीचे में 8240 और लेट्स से मैक्सिमम 8210-20 है, तो then one can look at shorting strangles, even straddles on a weekly basis. But straddles में risk वही है, it is much better to short it on an intraday basis than carrying positions overnight. But अगर overnight आप position carry करते हो, then it is better to convert a straddle into a iron fly. क्योंकि iron fly में you are hedged, your margin requirement is almost like half of what you would pay on an ATM straddle. So it makes to do a iron fly. So these are the things you have to keep in mind. So this is the overall picture in USDINR. Cross currencies में EUR/INR, GBP/INR both may see EUR/INR can see an upside. GBP/INR can open gap down क्योंकि कल जो ECB का policy meeting था, they were relatively far more hawkish than Bank of England. Bank of England hiked by 50, ECB hiked by 50. But ECB का जो statement है, that is clearly saying that they have to hike even more to get to where they want to go. But Bank of England continues to drag their feet. मतलब they have been doing this since the since the early part of this year, that they will hike and then they will complain. They will basically throw a fit by saying, okay, we are hiking, but we are doing it reluctantly because we expect the economy to continue to slow down dramatically. So ये जो एक bearish prognosis है continuously from BOE after every hike, that is the reason why pound after every Bank of England hike sells off. और कल भी वही हुआ, GBP sold off. But lower levels में GBP को support मिलेगा, but it's going to be a gap down in GBP/INR. आज important data है the flash PMIs from Europe, so that will have an impact on Euro and GBP as well, and in turn have some impact on USDINR. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Banerjee signing off. A fantastic day ahead.